our third annual Perfect Scores Banquet. My name is Dr. Veronica Scott, and I serve as the Director of Secondary Education with our district. I am honored, honored and humbled to serve as your Mistress of Ceremony this evening. We are here tonight to celebrate the academic achievement of our scholars. Students, you should be proud of yourselves for your accomplishments as you are in an elite category of students who have demonstrated academic excellence on our state's achievement test. As we all know, student achievement is a collaboration of not only parents, but also teachers and students, school and district leadership. So it is a partnership. At this time, I would like to spotlight a few key individuals that work tirelessly behind the scenes on your behalf to support several efforts to keep our district moving forward and to keep academic excellence a priority. And you all have met the mark, our scholars this evening. Would the members of Orangeburg County School District Board of Trustees please stand and be recognized? Would Superintendent Dr. Sean Foster please stand and be recognized? Members of our OCSD senior staff, please stand and be recognized. All teachers, principals, assistant principals that are present, please stand and be recognized for your efforts. The support of all individuals is greatly appreciated and helps us to keep moving forward. We would also like to acknowledge our performing arts students. Students, could you please stand if you're performing this evening to bring some entertainment? We have the Lake Marion High School Band under the direction of Mr. Charles Alton performing for us tonight. Mr. Alton. We also have students from Sheridan Elementary's choir under the direction of Mr. Curtis Coles. Another group that works behind the scenes to pull everything together that you have seated here before you, all of the decorum. I would like for the members of Curriculum and Instruction to please stand and be recognized. And there is another core group that made all of this possible by being the backbone, being the hurdle for all of our children, just there, helping and just being a support system. Parents, guardians, and any community members that are here to support our scholars. Please stand and we thank you for allowing us Thank you for allowing us in Orangeburg County School District the opportunity and the privilege of educating your child. Last but not least, the esteemed honorees, our scholars, please come to your feet at this time so you can be honored by everyone in the room, all academic scholars. There's not enough words to tell you the joy you've brought everyone for your hard work, and we're really going to celebrate you tonight. Again, we are honored to celebrate with you, and we will now have a musical selection by the Sheridan Elementary Choir, followed by the introduction of our guest speaker this evening. At this time, Sheridan Elementary Choir.
Broken down, tired, living life, but merry-go-round. You can find fire by seeing, so we go, yeah. Move mountain, we go, yeah. Move mountain. Silence is quiet. And it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. Know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll break to a sea. Ooh, mountains breaking to its feet. And ooh,
if we can just stand up and just give them another round of applause because that was so amazing. It is my honor tonight to introduce our guest speaker, Chief Chandra McPherson Gibbs. Mrs. Gibbs is married to Bishop Marlon J. Gibbs of Charleston, South Carolina. She is the daughter of retired Army Command Sergeant Major Carl B. McPherson, who is now married to the beautiful Mavis McPherson and the late Miss Jeanette McPherson. A native of Columbia, South Carolina, her father's lifetime career in the United States Army gave Chief Gibbs and her siblings the unique opportunity to travel the world and appreciate the culture of many communities firsthand. Chief Chandra Gibbs began her career in victim services at the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office as an advocate. She's a sworn law enforcement officer and currently serves as the first female chief deputy of the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office under the leadership of Sheriff Leroy Ravenel. She is responsible for assisting with providing the day-to-day oversight of the daily operations, policies, and procedures for the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. Chief Gibbs is guided by a strong focus on community policing and providing avenues for members of our community to learn and be engaged with the law enforcement. She has also served as the Chief of Staff and the Director of Victim Services. Before returning to Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office, Chief Gibbs was a department manager at the State Office of Victims Assistance, a division of the South Carolina Governor's Office. She has served as a liaison to the Victim Services Coordinating Council and provided leadership in strategic planning and efforts. She conducted site visits and provided feedback for Victims Witnesses Assistance Program to the solicitor's offices across the state of South Carolina. During this time, Chief Gibbs experienced firsthand the plight of being a crime victim. She was a victim of an armed robbery at gunpoint and locked in a freezer. This experience further ignited her passion for the field and dedication to supporting crime victims. Before she went to work for an extension of the governor's office, Chief Gibbs served as the first civilian-based victim services coordinator for the South Carolina Highway Patrol, developing a policy and procedures manual for the unit. She was responsible for providing services to victims of highway crimes that include DUI, reckless driving, reckless homicide, as well as hit and run. She is a graduate of the first South Carolina Victims Assistance Academy. She's a member of the South Carolina Law Enforcement Victim Advocate Association, and she is also credentialed by the National Organization for Victims Assistance. She was a certified crisis responder in 2006 and has completed the Advanced Crisis Response Training in September of 2019. She is a graduate of the 2020 FBI Elevate Program for Victim Services Providers and a recent graduate of the Emerge class of 2021, a program designed to train Democratic women to successfully run for political office. She has attained her Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with a concentration in Business Management and Administration from Liberty University. She is an active member of the Alpha Omicron Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. She's a member of the Orangeburg First Steps Board of Directors and the Vice President of the South Carolina Victims Assistance Network Board of Directors. She is a visionary and creator of Ruby Consulting, raising up beautiful young women. Young ladies ages 13 through 18 are taught professional development skills
to overcome personal challenges and excel in their future careers. This has expanded into coaching and strategy sessions for all ages and genders in helping others to navigate to empowerment and success. She is known for her innovative, engaging, and passionate presentation. Chief Gibbs is also a TEDx speaker titled Dreams Are For You Too. She recently authored her first book, Journey Lessons, discovering a greater me, and is experiencing great success during workshops based on what the book entails. Mrs. Gibbs governs her path by one of her favorite quotes of Ms. Maya Angelou. When you get, give, and when you learn, teach. And her late mother, Mrs. Jeanette B. McPherson, shared with her, kick the doors down and leave your footprint. Please give a warm Orangeburg County School District welcome to Chief Chandra McPherson Gibbs, Orangeburg County's first female Chief Deputy. That was a lot. That was a lot. And I wrestled, I'll be honest with you, students, especially the scholars, I wrestled with her reading all of it and actually told her not to. And then when she did, it made sense of what he told me to speak to the scholars today. And so let me begin by saying thank you for allowing me to serve. I always want to honor those that serve diligently, especially within our school district. So Dr. Sean Foster, our superintendent, thank you so much for the partnership that we have to our school board members who do an amazing job, to the faculty, the staff, and the senior leadership of the Orangeburg County School District. You all are amazing. To the parents, the guardians, the family members, thank you so much, and we welcome you, but to these amazing scholars. I am speechless, and I'm gonna tell you, I was telling one of my nephews over there, this was never a program I was a part of. You never had to worry about me being a part of this particular program. Not that I didn't try, but there was perfect scores. No, that wasn't me. But I do want to make sure that we commend you. So can we give those students, those scholars, another round of applause? And I stand here as a representation of one of the greatest, I believe, to ever do it. And so I am thankful, and I will always honor him even in his absence of being here. He is our 52nd Sheriff of Orangeburg County, Sheriff Leeward Ravenel. So let's get started. They told me only 10 minutes, and I promise you that's what it's going to be. Okay, Mr. Elamine, you can time me. Okay. What I want to talk to you about, especially the focus on our scholars, is the fact of you heard Dr. Scott when she said that your names are now known across the state. It's not just here in Orangeburg County, but your names are now known across the state. And so with your names now being known, not only here in Orangeburg County and across this state, there is a responsibility to the greatness that you now carry. And the responsibility is not just confined to the classroom. The responsibility of your greatness becomes a blueprint for others to follow. And yes, that comes with a heaviness. But there's no way that you would have accomplished exactly what you would have accomplished in this moment of time if you were not prepared for it. Today, this evening, you're going to hear a lot of screaming. Today, you're going to hear the applause. You're going to hear people scream your name. But if we are honest, to get to this moment, everybody was not always clapping. To get to this moment, you were not always hearing the cheers. But the discipline of what got you to this moment is what is going to carry you for the rest of your life. The discipline that you had to make sure that you were studying. The discipline that you had to maintain, that you were investing while you were balancing still being a kid. One of the things that I never want us to get lost on, especially here in Orangeburg County, is that we have amazing children. And we want to provide an avenue where you can be successful and you can still be just that, a kid. And so the success that you have and that you've got to learn now is the ability to self-encourage, the ability to have the discipline. Because when no one else is screaming your name, you have to remember this moment. When there will be people who will tell you that you can, you must remind yourself you've already done. You are the blueprint. And the responsibility of that greatness is that now that your name is written in the history books, you become the blueprint for someone that comes behind you that says, I can do it too. I may not be able to run the fastest. I may not be able to shoot the ball the best. But what I can do is invest in me to make sure that you can take this away from me never. And the reason that you can is because now I have this knowledge, and knowledge cannot be stolen from you. But you've got to make sure that you have the responsibility to apply it. But you can have the knowledge, but again, don't just confine it to your classroom, because this community needs you. If this community has never told you it, I will tell you as one of the stakeholders that you are needed. Your knowledge is needed. Your creativity is needed. How you approach problems. This is one of the most creative generations that I believe has ever walked the face of this earth. And it is needed. And what I don't want you to do is turn down your greatness. I don't want you to shy away from the applause. I don't want you, when we call your names, for you to hold your head and say, well, they don't have to do all of that. Yes, we do. We are compelled to do that. We are compelled to do that so that you know that there is a county that believes in you. There is a county that wants you to win. There is a county that puts a demand on your greatness that you will win. And when it becomes at its darkest moments, where you may doubt yourself, remember the applause of this moment. Remember when you were sitting and you had to take this test and it was just you and what you knew that you knew. There are some rooms that I will walk into. They told you I'm the first, but I'm committed to not being the last. But there are rooms that I walk into where Miss Starlette John, there are people who will question, does she really know? They don't always have to like what you know, but they can't steal what you know. Always remember that. And you've got to also understand that you again are the proof that it can be done. So today, and I heard Dr. Scott say it, own it. Own this moment and never apologize for it. Own this moment and never shrink back from it. It doesn't make you cocky. It doesn't make you arrogant. It doesn't make you conceited. It makes you ready. You are ready for what is next. You are ready because you've proven to yourself. I understand that the test is SC ready, but no, I tell anybody, if you can make it through Orangeburg County, you can make it anywhere. You can make it anywhere. But what you all have done is proven to this state that there is beacons of hope, there are beacons of excellence, there are beacons of greatness that come out of Orangeburg County. So every single day, absolutely, I tell my guys all the time, we'll do what's right today. We'll keep doing what's right today. Take your nap, get your rest, and guess what? Tomorrow, you still show up. So today, oh, we're going to scream. I'm going to act up right there. I'm going to act up right there. And I want you to take in this moment. But this will not be your only moment. Don't confine yourself just to this, because this only proves to you that you can do this and more. So don't stop. I understand that there are glass ceilings. I understand that we all have life things happening. And as the kids say, life be lifing, and it does. But when life swings at you, swing back. And swing back with your knowledge. Swing back with your greatness. And never forget home. You heard my quote. You heard what I live by. When you get, give. And when you learn, teach. It's not just about you having the knowledge if you're not willing to pour it into somebody else. It's not about you just having the opportunity. I tell people all the time, if you have a platform and you're the only one on it, then you're selfish. What you do builds somebody else. The last thing, and I always leave with this one. Y'all heard her. Kick the doors down and leave your footprint so the world will know that you've been here. It's not about your name being great. It's not about the fact that you leave here and yes, your names are on these papers. Yes, I know who I am, and I'm grateful. I'm blessed because of these opportunities. But the impact of leaving the footprint is that when somebody comes behind me, they will know that this is the way to go. They will know that I've impacted this world. It's one thing to have the knowledge. It's another to impact with this knowledge. So today, that's what I want you to hold on to. When you go back to Brookdale, Edisto, Lockett, Marshall, Branchville, Edisto, Lake Marion High, and OW, what is the impact that you leave? How will you leave Orangeburg County better? You may not stay here, but we must know you've been here. And there is a responsibility for that greatness. And on behalf of the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office, the 52nd Sheriff of Leroy Ravenel, and myself, as the first African-American woman to serve as the Chief Deputy, the second in command of over 105 men and women that serve this county diligently, not only do I applaud you, but I salute you. Own your greatness with absolutely no apologies.
Wow. What a message. Soak it up. And let's give her another round of applause. We need those types of words to be shared, and we are so appreciative for the message that was delivered today. And at this time, we're going to have a musical selection by the Lake Marion High School Band. And will all honorees at this time please report over here to my right, your left. To the back, to the rear. Thank you. Good. into recognizing our honorees, I'd like to ask Chief Gibbs to come to the podium and accept this small token of appreciation on behalf of Orangeburg County School District. Tonight, we will be honoring two groups of students. Our first awards will be given to our scholars from 3rd grade to 8th grade who have demonstrated academic excellence by achieving a perfect score. That's a 100 on the SCREADY and SCPASS test, spring of 2024. This test is given in the spring semester and assess students' mastery of the South Carolina college and career-ready standards. Our next group of students awards will be presented to our scholars that are grades 8 through 11, who have demonstrated academic excellence by scoring a perfect score on the end of course state test. Currently, students take end of course tests in Algebra 1, English 2, Biology 1, and United States History and Constitution. These tests are given at the end of the course to assess students' mastery, and it is administered and the questions are provided through the state of South Carolina to determine that they are indeed at a point of mastering the state standards according to their criteria. So at this time, if Dr. Bernard Frost, Mrs. Priscilla Hollington, Dr. Terry Flood, Dr. Wanda McMichael, Dr. Teresa Jennings, and Dr. Sean Foster, please come to the front and assist with presenting the awards to our scholars. Thank you.
Good evening. We are ready to receive our honorees at this time. I would just like to state for principals, if you're here tonight with us or if you're standing in the stead of a principal, please at the end, if a student is not present with us tonight, an honoree, that you would take the awards, wait for us, we'll package them up for you and send them back with you so you will have it at the schools for the students when they arrive back in your buildings, okay? So let's get started with our honorees. Yes. Oh, principals, please remember to come to the front as well so we can have this photo op with the superintendent and our assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction. So when the student's name is called, your school, if you could come forward. All right. We're going to begin with the SCREADY assessment. Brookdale Elementary School, Frederick Brown, perfect score, mathematics. Edisto Elementary, Era Singh, perfect score, English language arts. That's right. Lockett Elementary, Kinley Gainey, perfect score, mathematics. Marshall Elementary. Jordan Nimmons, perfect score, mathematics. Now, end of course examination program. Branchville High School. Natalie Berry, perfect score, biology and English 2. Britton Fulton, perfect score, algebra 1. Alvin Lee, perfect score, biology. Daisy O'Quinn, perfect score, algebra 1. Joyther Pasapuletti, perfect score, algebra 1. Seth Shaw, perfect score, biology and U.S. history. Noah Shea, perfect score, biology. Jocelyn Williams, perfect score, U.S. history. Hart Young, perfect score, biology.
Marvin, your last name is Alarcon? Alarcon?
Thank you. Edisto High School. Marvin Alacarn, perfect score, biology. Emily Finken, perfect score, English 2. Eric Flores, perfect score, U.S. history. Michaela Jennings, perfect score, U.S. history. Charles Michael Judy, perfect score, biology. Samantha Pugh, Perfect score, Algebra 1. Camden Ziegler, perfect score, Biology. And now, Lake Marion High School. Jakari Banks White. Perfect score, English 2, Biology, and U.S. History. Got it? Joelle Goodwine. Perfect score, U.S. History. Ashton Grant. Perfect score, English 2. Reginald Jefferson. Perfect score, Biology. Malachi Myers. Perfect score, U.S. History. Cameron Reddick. Perfect score, Biology. And now, Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. Caden Burgess. Perfect score, English 2. Adriana Glover. Perfect score, U.S. History. Aaron Glover. Perfect score, U.S. History. Zion Goldsmith. Perfect score, U.S. History. Patrick Hubbard. Perfect score, Biology, English 2. Hayward John. Perfect score, English 2.
think it is. Yes, yes.
Tyrese Kit. Perfect score, U.S. History.
That's right, son.
Giovanni Medina Diaz. Perfect score, U.S. History. Fantasia Montgomery. Perfect score, U.S. History. Dondre Nash Perkins. Perfect score, U.S. History. Jaden Timmons. Perfect score, Algebra 1. Ramaya Tucker. Perfect score, English 2. Micah Williams. Perfect score, U.S. History. And now at this time, we have special recognition coming from Principal Raheem Elamine, Principal of Orangeburg Wilkinson High School.
Good evening. I'm honored to recognize two outstanding students from Orangeburg Wilkinson High School who have set themselves apart over the past 4 years. They have truly set a standard of excellence for themselves as well as others, like Chief Gibbs said, setting the blueprint. I can honestly say that their approach is quite different if you know those two individuals that I'm referring to. However, the results are the same. These two individuals have earned perfect scores on all 4 EOC exams over the past 4 years. And to explain that, perfect score on the U.S. history exam, perfect score biology, perfect score on English 2, and perfect score on the Algebra 1, they're definitely kicking down doors. Definitely kicking down doors. So when I call these two individuals to the front to receive their awards, guys, give them a huge OCSD round of applause. So Miss Fantasia Montgomery and Giovanni Medina Diaz, please come forward.
All right. As we close out, let's give one more round of applause to all of our scholars. And now I'm going to turn it over to our superintendent, and he's going to bring closing remarks. And at the end of his closing remark, if all principals will come to the front to get any students' recognitions that weren't here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. And thank you to the CNI department for putting on this event. This is one of my favorite events because it goes as a reminder of what greatness looks like. We've had the opportunity to acknowledge our school board members who work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that we're held accountable to make sure our students have the best opportunities. You know, the mission of Orangeburg County School District is to ensure that all students discover and develop their person, their purpose, and their platform. And we focus on reaching our mission by 4 A's. And those A's are academics, athletics, the arts, and activities. I say that all the time, and as I say that, I see people in senior staff repeating that because it's just not a saying, it's something that we want to live. You saw the arts today. You read the newspaper, you saw that Branchville competed for the state championship. You see the athletics. You saw the newspaper about the esports opportunities. You see the academics. And tonight you've seen the academics, the activities was with the esports. And you've seen the academics tonight. So in sitting down, I want to share something with you. If anyone knows anything about tests, they don't make tests for people to get 100. So I want to say that again. Students, they don't develop tests for you to get a 100. And I was reminded of a conversation I had with my own child just a few weeks ago. And she was discouraged about something. And this is a direct representation of what we have to do when we talk about systems. So I told her after our discussion, I said, you know, sweetie, you can't be discouraged about a system that fails you that wasn't designed for you. And we talked about that. And I said, the way that we or you have to upset the system is to be perfect. Because at that point, it requires the system to change. So I'm excited to know that we have students here today that are now going to challenge the State Department of Education to go back and make another test. Because instead of our students working so hard to meet the test, the State Department and other folks are working hard to change the test, to meet the expertise and the academic abilities of our students. That's what we want every single student in Orangeburg County to be the individual that challenges and changes the system so they're working to meet our expectations and we're not working to meet theirs. Because I can say here as a superintendent going on 5 years that the vast majority of our students excel and exceed the expectations of anything out there in their own individual genius. Whether it's academics, whether it's the fine arts, whether it's activities, or whether it's athletics. So students continue to go upset the system where it has to chase you, and you're not chasing it. And I'll close with this. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for the folks that are sitting at the table supporting you today as they supported you since you come home from the hospital. Your guardians, they loved you, and believe it or not, y'all ain't always the easiest to love. But they did it in spite of it. They fed you, they clothed you. So what I'm going to ask you to do is put your awards down, Because although that is great, the greatest thing that you can do is what you're about to do now, is stand up and hug that individual at that table that has been there for you each and every day. So in closing, now that you've given that individual a hug, you can ask him for something on the way home. But again, thank you guys so much for your time, your commitment, but thank you for entrusting us with your most prized possession, that is your children. And students, thank you for giving us the inspiration to wake up and keep doing the hard work when we question if we're making a difference. Thank you all and have a wonderful night.